Generally leaving from my house in Cape Town, it takes me like 45 minutes. Usually just burn up pretty quick in the morning, have a session and then go back down in the evening. You can take a small sort of shortcut, you just go through the nature reserve. It costs a little bit of money but it's a nice little drive and you actually pop out next to Sharks Bay. I just go down a little bit further and just round the corner, park up. It's just a little bit quieter, not so many people. Because it's like dead offshore, usually only the better riders really go there. So, I mean, a lot of times I've been there lately, I've been the only one out, and to get that in Langerbaan with flat water and some decent winds, pretty rare these days. So it's definitely one of the reasons why I rock up here now and again.
I pair off single-minded foes and make them think twice with my dynamic mic device, either duo or thrice. It fits in, rap blend, and sin. Absolute mission, true. Caught your dome with the beauty of poem. Living on Rashawn Ahmad, touch the pen and make magic. Right. The world beats my soul, but I still live fresh. Manifest the force field, force yield the bad. Rock hard and open up. You the most wonderful, like brand new bikes, moms, pops, little tykes, fresh beats as hype, and the stuff I write. Man, there's so much damn confusion that illusions seem real. Like blue chucks and khakis make any man a grip. Like just getting hype means that you just rip. Like just cause you booty, then your rhymes is shh. Listen, I got to mention who you're listening to. One member, one band, of the B-Sides crew who represent the music you forgot you had. Change like a newborn, change a newborn's dad. Remember how it was? We gon' take it to the future and have you catching rhythms like speakers. It goes deeper than the surface and the purpose is plus. How you gonna be remembered when your body is dust? I'm steady learning sermons infiltrated by God. Catch that, y'all. It's contagious, yo.
Listen when you play this. When you play this, it's so contagious. Listen when you play this. When you play this, it's so contagious. Listen when you play this. When you play this, it's so contagious.
So yeah, I've been experimenting with a lot of different setups recently, and today it sort of all came together. Had my new kite, which feels amazing, on 20-meter lines, some boots on my normal board, and yeah, it just was pretty cool. And it was nice conditions, perfect power, and just able to get some new stuff as well. And just trying like this sort of shifty KGB, trying to do the full back roll, almost to toe side, and then almost 540 back again. Just was out there riding, doing a few shifties to blind, and thought, well, I could probably wham it around the whole way. And it's something a bit new, I haven't really seen many people do it, so yeah, just went out there and took a lot of crashes as usual to try and get it going, but then like finally nailed the odd one, and something I'll be trying again in the future a little bit. KGB, basically it starts off with a back roll to blind. Then you progress to doing it with an air pass. And then you progress to doing that to hillside. So basically you're doing a full 360 one way, stopping your body movement and then going back on yourself 360. And today I was trying to basically go 540 round and then almost 540 back again, and it's just that extra little bit more difficult. Also towards the end of the session I was able to try some other stuff, just quite simple trick but seems quite stylish I think, looks quite nice and just a bit different and feels super good. And it's just like a front roll with like a nose grab and then switch hands as you go around and just like stomp it to blind. And it's pretty cool, I like the feeling where you switch hands and then you come into blind, it's all like one continuous movement. I think I'll be getting into a lot more those tricks, like grabbing with the opposite hand to what you've passed with.
See, people change like the season change. You can be type of brothers till you hearing things. Then they wanna question you, always sweating you. They saying you acting funny and they pestering you. They testing you like you ain't been true, but they let somebody else tell them what I do. So my question to you, was you my homie from Jump Street? Cause soon as Chump speak, you down to rush me. So must we act like we enemies? Are you a friend of me, bobbing off negative energy? You pretend to be friends to me, but eventually the truth comes in the end. You see you intentionally played the double agent, going back and forth, a whole lot of trouble, ain't it? So now we ain't peeps and we don't speak. You blame your punk ass homies when the rumors leak.
If you go around the corner, you just sort of like drive out of town, and then you get a little dirt road, and then you're at this other spot, and it's called Sharks Bay. It's quite a small beach, and there's also a lot of learners there, obviously, because it's so shallow. They just crash and go. So for me, when I go there, I generally just walk right up the beach, upwind. Yeah, it's just better, really. It's the same conditions and just out the way a little bit. And when we went up there, it was we went around the corner because it was pretty strong out the front and gusty, and it was similar conditions actually around there in the end, and it was a lot of short chops. So riding there was pretty difficult. You don't always get all your tricks you want to land, and I had a few good ones, and then we just tested out the onboard cam and just try something different, really.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm about to shake, cause I ain't got time for a homie that's a flake. Cause a homie that's a fake is a homie that's a snake. You best to back out my face and give me some space. Cause life is a rat race, you gotta get the G's. You better get all you can, partner, for they squeeze. The homie that's an enemy's a bad predicament. So make sure you watch the fake homies you kick it with. We went from homies to haters to friends to foes. You got the wrong info from some niggas you know. But on the low, I know your heart's filled with anger. So how did we go from best friends to strangers?
Smile on my face, behind my back and talk trash. Smile on my face, behind my back and talk trash.
A dog changes, and love changes, and best friends become strangers. Sometimes I wake up and think about the people who hate it. I see things a little clearer now that I've made it to 25. So you out there, you telling lies, acting like my true homie, but you wear disguise. Got a whole lot to say when my back is turned, but when we face to face, try to act concerned. You asking me things like when your album drop, knowing damn well that you cats trying to plot. You don't care about my whereabouts, you just run your mouth, knowing that you're thinking about ways to take me out. So if you hate me, then just hate me, but don't try to play me for a fool and try to fade me. Maybe if you was man enough, then you would let me know, instead of letting everybody know on the low. See, most of y'all is two-faced, that's why I walk around with a damn screw face. You went from homies to haters, to friends to foes. You got the wrong info from some niggas you know, but on the low, I know your heart's filled with anger. So how did we go from best friends to strangers?
Smile on my face, behind my back and talk trash. Smile on my face, behind my back and talk trash.